I think that's crazy. They did that.
Why did that when we hit them?
Huh? All the flowers? I mean, you've seen little red petals off and on through the fight.
Yeah.
But then, like, once that happens, all of the flowers turn red. Comes her horse. Crazy little thing here.
Also, they're like force ghosts.
It's a secret R1 button.
Fuck? What's going on here?
The snake scar left her.
I think it's a symbolism of what she was talking about before, where she said about like the pain she feels inside, someone slithers inside like a snake. I think it's like a symbolism of like her pain leaving her now.
It just seems this third one's playing fast and loose with the supernatural, right?
I mean, all the games have had supernatural elements.
Yeah, but this one seems a little more, I think.
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, it is, I think. It's known for it. I don't think it's bad.
I guess it has more
I think-
elements of it, but
Yeah, but not more ridiculous, I don't think.
Like, they have their own freaking Avengers fucking team. The fucking bad guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I mean, every game has had a team though. There was the Foxhound you had to take out. There was Dead Cell you had to take out. There was Cobras you had to take out. You know.
Yeah.
In 4 they have the beauties. Those are crazy looking.
Yeah, but they're not, they're like,
They're not supernatural, is that what you're saying?
yeah, they're not fucking,
They're more
I
technology
don't want to
based.
spoil for these guys.
Technology based. Just say that.
You want that?
There's a pedal. Turn right. Uh-oh.
That was right.
I lost an engine. No wonder it won't fly. That's why.
Freaking Ocelot.
Ocelot.
Pull over!
That thing keeps up with that.
I mean, they're not
He
fun.
just knows.
They're not going that fast yet, I don't think.
They're fast enough to take off the ground.
They haven't taken off the ground yet, though.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
No,
still...
but they're going at like liftoff speed.
Ooh. Oh, Calvin, you shouldn't have taken off your gear yet.
I would never take off my gear. You guys know that. This isn't one of those things where like they're fighting and bullets are going off and then one just happens to go through the pilot seat, is it?
Watch.
I'm gonna be pissed.
Watch. One person's
That
too
one
heavy.
guy is too heavy.
Well, they lost an engine, too.
That is true.
They lost an engine.
Ocelot kind of fucked himself a little bit.
I understand what they're doing with that flapping close, but man, that's bothering me.
Really?
The frame rate of it.
Yeah, the frame. Actually, this game only ran at 30 frames per second, but this is like the good version, right?
Yeah.
On the PS4, on the PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's 60 frames per second. But people said that like there's certain parts you could tell that it wasn't made to be that way. And I was thinking about it earlier.
Whoa. In hand-to-hand, Snake should win, right?
Yeah.
figure.
He's been trained
Well,
to
he
see all the CQC stuff. Oh! That's like a Three Stooges moment.
Remember when they first met in this game? He destroyed Ocelot hand to hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like everything else, Ocelot's been working on
I
it.
picked up a few new moves.
Yeah, he's been kind of evolving through the series, or through the game. He's changed his gun 3 times already.
Huh. It doesn't feel right to shoot an unarmed man. But I'll get over it.
That
What do
bullet.
you say to one last showdown? Yeah, all right.
Snake's got some skills too.
What's your name? Snake? No,
What's your real
not
name?
that name. You're not a snake, and I'm not an ocelot. We're men, names. My name is Adamska. What's yours? John. Very well, John. Plain name. But I won't forget it. Come on!
But pick the left gun, huh? Is that the one with the bullet in it?
I hope if I kept track right.
If I was Eva, I'd be like kind of nervous. This is obviously something that only happen out of something that's produced in Japan.
I mean, she's just flying. She's like, oh, well, whatever. Whatever happens.
And this has never happened in America.
I'll just end up whoever wins.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
You shot him? Ah!
Were you not supposed to?
No.
Didn't die from that.
You can die from you shooting him in the heart?
It's a blank.
Chuckles.
That was fun. So we meet again, John.
Dude is crazy. Yeah. You'd be lucky if your arms
For a
didn't get
long
ripped
fucking
off.
time with that fucking lake.
Yeah. There's like 2 or 3 different ways that can end, depending on which gun you choose, and if you actually shoot him or don't shoot him, or what you do. Oh, pull up!
Give him the co-pilot seat. Crying out loud.
Give him a big lake.
Like fucking Lake Erie, maybe.
Yeah, I'm saying that's still a lake. How big is it?
Lake Erie?
It's like
It's pretty long, right?
it's pretty long, yeah. It's huge.
Oh, they're not fucking Lake Erie though.
Huh? No, they're in some lake in Russia, which Russia's huge.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they have huge lakes. Right?
One thing doesn't mean the other. Africa's huge. There's not a lot of clean water.
I didn't say. I mean, there's probably some huge.
Yeah, but Africa isn't clean.
Good point.
So that's your logic is not linear.
But they're all happy and laughing.
We made it.
Yeah.
No, Russia's not fucking clean either, especially under the Cold War. Not clean now. That's her kissing her neck.
Shane, remember what we were saying?
Where's the boss's body?
Horse.
Horse ate it.
Just covered in blood.
It's a unicorn now.
Kona.
Uh oh.
Bogies.
It's those fighters.
Oh no. Nick!
You notice in Metal Gear Solid, the
S word.
trailers in the games can't just end. You notice that? I love it though. That's what Japanese people do. It's the way they make the movies, the way they make their
What do you mean
games.
they just can't end? They do it.
Like there's a climax, and then there's like something else, and there's something else. And there's something else.
I mean, this has an ending.
Oh, of course.
It's no use. There's no way we can outmaneuver them.
You're saying there's a Western way of storytelling where there's like a clear beginning.
Tone lock.
You know what I'm saying?
Weapon systems on. Locked on target. I got some. You were great, Eva.
Huh?
Thanks.
Hard right.
Yep.
Oak 19, this is Control. Stand by for a direct order from the chairman. Oak 19, return to base immediately. Do you read me? This is a direct order from Comrade Khrushchev. Return to base immediately. Oak 19, do you copy? Understood. Aborting mission. RTV.
What's RTV?
Return to base.
Look! The things are turning back!
Alright.
Sorry, I gotta take this call.
Damn codec. What?
Well done, Snake.
The MiG's disengaged.
Most likely under orders from Khrushchev.
Is this his way of helping us?
Who knows? Maybe he didn't want things to get messier than they already are. Or maybe he just wanted us to owe him one. The important thing is, you made it out alive. As long as Khrushchev is with us, I don't think they'll be coming after you. It should be smooth sailing all the way to Alaska. I'm sending someone else to the
Alaska?
base to meet you.
To meet me?
The DCI and the president himself
Russia?
are waiting at
It's not
Langley.
that bad.
No, I
Don't keep
just-
them waiting.
I just think Alaska's funny because that's where Snake went to when he retired.
Shadow
haven't-
Moses is in Alaska, isn't it?
Shadow Moses is in Alaska.
Okay.
That's like the snake's like right there whenever they go there.
Yeah.
That's why at the end they show polar bears and shit. At least an hour of that. Look at that radio.
Heck yeah. It's a Goliath Extra 2000.
I'm making stuff up.
David and Goliath.
His name is John.
How many times can fucking
His
these
name is
titties
Jack.
just hang out and he doesn't?
Dude, that's
even
all
know?
she does.
What are you going to do now?
It's weird, isn't
Go
it?
back to the KGB.
What do you want me to do?
I
Did
mean,
you ever think about
they
coming
were
back to
expensive.
America?
It's true. Oh yeah, you missed that, didn't you?
I've left
What's that?
America
You found out that
behind.
they're breast enhanced.
But you saved
really?
the
She had implants,
factory.
yeah. We found out from her previous
You
medical
didn't do
history.
it alone.
Really?
We looked it up.
They did that in the fucking 40s or 50s, I mean, 60s, whatever.
And I
Cold War?
still
60s.
dinner.
Yeah.
late 60s.
Okay. Well, I thought they started doing like
This is set in '64.
late. I thought they started doing the 70s.
64? I thought it was
This is
67.
this is set in
You
'64.
want your mission too?
And they even use silicone in the 70s or something else.
Is it in order?
Okay, still.
Because they exactly clone people out.
They can still use oil injections and stuff like that.
Still real to me, damn it.
Remember Howard Stern was like, they're there, they're real.
Hey, they finally get to kiss and stuff.
I don't take orders from anyone now.
Oh man, you spilled the wine.
Take him from me.
He's like, wait. He puts his face scan on.
The rug really tied the room together.
You can ask Snake if they're real.
Not on the rug, man.
Can't imagine Snake ever going like that.
It'd be funny if he would.
Damn it!
Like CQC training comes into. He's like, come on.
Yeah, put him pinned down. Nothing really tactical gear. Shit.
Fucking
Probably got fucking
stop
blood
calling
shit all
me.
over there.
Come on. Turn it off.
Throw it in the fire.
They're probably calling to tell something important. And you just go click. There you go.
You can't throw that shit in the fire. Did she just do that? That's crazy.
It's like $30.
That's military. 30. It's military property.
$30 back then.
Calvin's like, actually, it's
Actually,
this
it's
much.
119. All right,
That's
I
the
got
exact
that.
amount, by the
I
way.
got it at a yard sale.
A radio that's capable of that level of transmission at that time.
Yeah.
I mean, just really far range radio frequencies, right? Of course, it was small. The one she had was fucking huge, it was in a
Yeah.
briefcase and shit.
For something like that, it would have to be satellite. Because something that small couldn't transmit long wave or short wave far enough.
Jesus God.
Where'd you go? Oh man.
Putting that
She
radio back
took the
together.
fire and left.
Took the fire. How
Go
did,
across the street and
Why is
steal
he-
their fire.
why does he have no shirt but still has pants on?
Because
I do that.
same way with, when you take off his camo and he's naked. He's wearing his pants and suspenders
Yeah,
like
but he
a
has
man.
suspenders. He's not wearing
Scholars
suspenders.
tell us
Oh, here we go.
the first find mystery was the snake in the book of Genesis. In that story, it was Eve who was tempted by the snake in the Garden of Eden. This time around, it was I who tempted the snake and got away with the forbidden fruit of knowledge. Forgive me, snake.
Bunch of nudies.
No, it's a
It's a
recording.
recording.
Well, I figured.
It's not a film reel.
I know, but
Shit, dude.
I didn't realize.
Good morning, Snake. I hope you slept well. First of all, I have to apologize. I wasn't sent by Khrushchev. I'm not a KGB spy, and I never worked for the NSA. I'm an agent of the People's Republic of China for the General HQ's Second Department of the People's Liberation Army. It was all a lie. I tricked you. And I'm sorry.
Ah! That's the one you want, too. Look at she outside the window, and he's like, "Bike!" And he starts chasing her, like kicks the bike. No!
You see,
Gets his foot
my
stuck in the
mission
chain.
was
Yeah.
to find out where Volgan was hiding the philosopher's legacy and steal it. So I infiltrated his base as a KGB spy. The two NSA codebreakers who defected in 1960 were actually both men. The real Adam never showed up at the meeting place, saving me the trouble of having to eliminate him. I sneaked in by pretending I was Eva. And you and Sokolov and Volgan, you all believed me. The philosopher's legacy was originally held in common between the US, Soviet Union, and China. We couldn't let the Russians and the Americans take it all for themselves. The Chinese government had its eye on the legacy too. I got the film containing the legacy, and also the nuclear missile launch data from the Shagohod. 5 years ago, the Soviet Union stopped supplying us with nuclear weapons technology. Since then, China's Liaodong easing, hydrogen bomb, and space rocket projects have fallen behind. But with this data, our country will be able to develop its own nukes. will create a deterrent force to rival those of the U.S. and Soviet Union. Everything has gone according to plan, thanks to your help.
What if he just woke his ass up? Wait.
I too am one of the philosophers. I'm an agent of the philosophers, a graduate of one of their charm schools. I was raised in a joint U.S.-Soviet-Chinese facility called a sleeper agent. This was before the war. Back then, they were collecting children from all over the world. As a result, I'm indistinguishable from a native-born American. So it didn't surprise me when you and Vulcan couldn't tell the difference. But she knew right from the beginning. She knew because before the war, she was at one of the philosopher schools too, as an instructor. The boss was the only one I couldn't fool. She was the only one who knew I was a fake. She told me everything.
I'm the boss now.
She was just a really good
She opened
spy.
her heart to me like that. At the time, I couldn't understand it. But now, I think I do. Snake. She wanted you to know the truth. She chose me to tell you. That's why she saved my life. I lied to you so many times, but not this time. My orders from the government were to obtain the legacy and to eliminate everyone who knew the truth about what happened. In other words, I'm supposed to kill you. But I can't do it. Not because we loved each other. And not because you saved my life. But because I made a promise to the boss. And I intend to keep it.
It's loud.
Shows everything on fire.
I want you to know.
You think she didn't throw him in the fire?
You have to live.
There's like a theme in all of these.
What?
The live theme.
Oh.
Like at the end of all. It blew up. It's self-destructed. Like Naomi's message in Metal Gear Solid 1 was about living.
Yeah.
Like he was like, how long till the fox die kills me? He's like, just live until you can't live anymore.
Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice.
Say again?
Because
0.
that was her duty.
Paramedic.
Zero.
There's another extra thing here I'm going to show you. There's a secret R1 button I know of.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss.
Is that an official title?
At that
you
time.
are a true patriot.
That's just in his head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's like, stand up there.
Maybe they're all patriots.
Didn't he lose the plane for the fucking land?
Huh?
Philosopher's Legacy got taken.
And the nuclear launch data from the Sugar
What the hell is what they celebrating?
I mean, he still saved a war from happening between him and Russia by
Celebrate,
killing the
yeah.
boss, defeating the Shagohod.
Killing all those goats.
I mean, the Philosopher's
Killing
Legacy
all
was
those
never.
goats.
I don't think the Philosopher's Legacy was
Man.
ever officially his mission.
Yeah, with that. Yeah, but like, I thought the thing with the boss was he wasn't even trying to do it that way.
We could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the U.S. government.
Yeah, this is
It
important
was
here.
all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Vulcan inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Vulcan's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Vulcan fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolow's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the U.S. government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of it. And that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it. Not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive. And she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given. And she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. That's why she told me.
The hell of a thing to leave there.
Snake. History will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
There's an extra R1 thing too. I think it kind of represents, like, it's all kind of blurry and weird. I think it's supposed to be like him, like, tearing up. Also from power. Becomes first secretary. China conducts first successful nuclear test. SIGINT joins ARPA. Takes part in development API. Groundwork creation of the EMT system. Eva disappears without trace. Paramedic establishes the nation's first paramedic system in Seattle. Major Zero disbands Fox. United States accumulates remainder of the legacy U.S. branch. Philosophers changes into the name of the Patriots. Carrying the tradition of Major Zero and the Fox
So they
unit.
were the Patriots.
Big Boss establishes Fox. I know. they use the legacy to create. So
Yeah, like
two,
Big Boss
the
becomes
Lay
Stark's
Infantry
Patriots.
project starts taking place. Sons of Big Boss are born. Hang on a second. When does this take place then? Do I have the times wrong? So I was pretty sure that this was in 64, and in 74 was when Peace Walker took place? I gotta be off my time-wise then. But yeah, the Philosopher's Legacy was created by the Philosophers, which was a group of Russians, Chinese, and, Russians, Chinese, and Americans.
Something after this fucking too.
Yeah. I'm just turning this down a little bit.
Greg Berger.
Can't see.
Richard Doyle.
But so there's the philosophers that were created. They accumulated a whole bunch of money. That money became the Philosopher's Legacy, which is what this whole thing was basically about, was getting all the Philosopher's Legacy.
Well, I mean, yeah. Then
The Chinese
I thought
wanted
this Snake starts fucking Patriots, and then he leaves the Patriots because he believes like
Snake
he believes
doesn't-
like Zero like is misinterpreting.
No, Snake doesn't officially start the Patriots. We'll get into more of that in Metal Gear Solid 4 because some of that's going to ruin some of the
Okay.
twists into that. But like, the Philosopher's Legacy is brought into the U.S. and then the Patriots are formed based on that legacy
Yeah.
and using that money, and that kind of what starts like all of their wealth, and then they use that to get more influence, and then they push further, and then Big Boss finds issues with the Patriots and then breaks off from them. Which that's covered in like Peace Walker and in the new Ground Zeroes and stuff like that as to why he's like breaking off from it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Portable Ops also covers a little bit too, I think. I forget how it all works with Portable Ops and Peace Walker as far as like, because Portable Ops sometimes is looked at as canon and not canon at the same time, so I'm not 100% sure of how that works.
Oh, okay. Portal Ops. Yeah, I hear
It was a PSP one. Peace Walker originally was too, but they have it on the HD collection and stuff.
Yeah. I also I got Rick for his birthday one time, that Metal Gear Solid graphic novel.
They have
I think it's pretty sick.
they have MGS 1 and 2 in a graphic novel on the collector's edition thing too, which is kind of neat.
On here?
Yeah,
You do?
yeah. It's like a digital.
I didn't know they had two.
Yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 2 in a graphic novel form. I thought it was kind of cool. Calvin, do you have any thoughts on it after finishing it now, or
I don't know. The story's just
so interweaved and crazy?
yeah. It's sad and unfulfilling, but yet fully resolved, and then also it raises so many more questions.
4 does a really good job, I think, of summing things up and getting like everything
Getting
resolved.
everything ready for
Yeah.
5.
No,
No, 4.
5 technically doesn't need to be there. Like with what you get from 4, you kind of get the whole story.
Okay.
5 and Peace Walker give more story on Big Boss and like what happened. It'd be like it's like Star Wars Episode 4, 5, and 6 are good and it's a solid story, but then you toss in 1, 2, and 3 and you get more background and information of things going on and stuff.
Gotcha.
Then you watch the Clone Wars and you learn even more about.
Yeah, 5
Like you don't
is-
need to watch the Clone Wars at all, but you do. It gives you more.
5
information.
was one of the very few games by IGN to get a 10 out of 10, and it just came out today. Metal Gear Solid 4 also got a 10 out of 10.
MGS 5. Got a-
PS5 got a 10 out of 10.
I've heard. I mean, stuff I've seen and looked at and stuff. It looks amazing.
Well, I heard like the open world, like it's not like as big as GTA 5, but every single thing you do, like, there's so much thought put into
What you can do and interact with. and-
yeah, like well, how you approach them, like all different ways you can approach a mission. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm excited about. It looks really cool for that. Eric, do you have any questions about anything, or do you get?
Not really.
Not really.
Want to start 4?
I'd like to take like a whole day and just use the whole day and try to get through 4 as much as we can of it.
Okay.
I don't remember 4 really being that long.
Oh, I mean, I think we have less than a week to beat it. I played a lot.
But
Took Rick a long. Did Rick ever beat it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Huh?
I'm sure he has beaten it.
Well, about a year after he beat it, a year after we beat it, he still didn't beat it because he didn't want it to end. And he was playing. I remember he was playing at my house.
I felt that way with Kingdom Hearts when I was playing it. Like, I got to Kingdom Hearts 2, and I didn't want to end Kingdom Hearts 2, so I never beat the final boss. And then somehow, like, someone stole my PS2 and my memory card, so I lost it all anyway. I'm like, fuck! Had to start all over.
I felt that way with Mass Effect 3.
I've still never beat Kingdom Hearts 2 all the way.
Oh, yeah?
So we need to go through that sometime.
I never beat 1 or 2.
They're good. I want to play those at some point.
Yeah.
MGS, the Metal Gear Solid ones that are on here, the NES ones apparently are not actual canon. They were just ported over and made by a company. The official ones were on like this old like
TurboGrafx or some shit. Not TurboGrafx, but the thing before that.
yeah, it was some kind of old computer gaming system, and those are the official like Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2.
Yeah, but the ones they put on this are canon.
Yes, the ones on here are those ones just ported to this.
Yeah, because like
But the ones on NES, like
Metal Gear isn't even Metal Gear, it's something else.
yeah, well like in one of them, yeah, you go to it and instead of it being Metal Gear, it's like a computer.
Yeah.
Like they took out Metal Gear entirely. Like the whole boss battle's gone. You kill off like 2 guards and you activate a computer and you beat the game.
What?
It took out the entire final boss battle. It's crazy. Wouldn't you be so?
Insane.
I feel like I'd be so mad. Because of the final boss, whatever. Like, oh, it's 2 guards and a computer. What? You just done.
Gus had Metal Gear 2 for the NES.
Yeah, it's like Metal Gear 2: Snake's Revenge.
He said it was like real. He was like his sister's. It was like real hard. He didn't play when he was little.
I mean, a lot of those NES games were hard.
Yeah.
One thing I do appreciate about this is, you know, like, Star Trek has a lot of problem with it, but the more they go back in time with the earlier technology, it seems like the technology is stronger. The later a prequel is made, the technology seems better. In this one, it definitely felt like the Shagahad was not nearly as good a machine as
Like Rex or something.
Rex or Ray.
Yeah,
It
but
was
they
a
had-
lot easier to
They
beat
had
up
those.
on.
They had those repulsor lift bikes they could ride.
Yeah, but they didn't really
Yeah.
break anything, you know? Like, they weren't, like, crazy super overpowered. Also, the reason they were in that one spot is because I killed that one hind. Remember when I blew up that helicopter?
Yeah.
Because I blew that up, that's why they were all in the area. Oh,
Weird.
Here we go.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Ground Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves.
Mhm.
I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed.
Rotary phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
I had one of those. I was like 12.
Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands.
How
With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too.
That nuke she shot.
Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Cool.
Director who?
Director of CIA, apparently. It's one of the two guys that was talking, hey, we could use a guy like him for a Fox project. You know, for the Army.
I think, remember how, like, when you were supposed to be going in, you were supposed to meet Adam and Eve as your contacts?
Yeah.
And you met Eva, and then she wasn't even Eve?
Yeah.
And then you were supposed to be meeting Adam the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was Ocelot. But, like, I don't know, the whole time that you're playing, like, you don't realize that or anything, but he's been, like, crossing fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Ocelot's, like, such a crazy spy.
Yeah.
He's always crossing people. Like, he was working for Liquid and MGS1, but then he's also working for Solidus. But then he's working for Solidus, but then he's also working for the Patriots. I don't know, he's always working for somebody else.
Yeah.
Couldn't trust a guy like that.
35 continues. I feel like we did more than that.
Nah, it just felt like that.
It felt like long. I don't know.
It's
10 saves, 101 alerts, 237 people. That's the most we've killed so far.
Yeah.
Of course, I had a rampage. I did too.
Yeah, we did. And then I think that also counts in how many people we killed in the Shagahad pursuit.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That was probably a good many of them.
No
that was
special
probably
pursuits.
about 60 or 70 just there.
You got crocodile. I have to look up and see what. They have like all these different like animals you get titled as.
It's like your belt.
Yeah, it's like your belt.
Imagine that.
No wonder you're wearing crocodiles.
I'm playing this whole movie.
Shane is obsessed with my belt now.
You wake up tomorrow and the tire that you sleep in, which is probably just that. Put the boots on, your belt will be gone.
All right. Well, that's,
your gun holsters will be gone. And what?
you guys have anything else you want to add in with Metal Gear Solid or the twist or anything like that? No.
Just want to play 4.
Play 4. All right. Make sure to tune in. We're going to be releasing 4 after this now too. It'll be popping up real soon, and then we have Metal Gear Solid 5. We should be having like a video/podcast thing we'll be releasing on our YouTube channel as well. Also, check out our Twitch channel, which will be having the live stream Metal Gear Solid 5 on it initially. And you probably won't see any MGS5 videos on YouTube until probably the week after it's been released. Just to give people a little bit of time. But if you want to tune in live, we'll be playing it live on our Twitch. If there's nothing else, until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Eric.
We'll see you guys later.